93-94, UConn captured the Big East regular season title with a 16-2 mark. And then last year, they said goodbye to Donnie Marshall and won a second consecutive Big East crown. This year, Ray Allen has become the main Husky on campus as UConn attempts to three-peat. The pursuit of that dream begins next. For Boston College, the aspirations a little less lofty, but a win over ranked Louisville says Jim O'Brien's team will be tough. Stick around. A sellout crowd continues to make their way into the Hartford Civic Center here on a Sunday afternoon. The undefeated Eagles of Boston College have come to town, set to take on the nationally ranked and 3-1 Connecticut Huskies. Hi again, everybody. I'm Mike Gorman along with Ron Perry. We welcome you to an afternoon of Big East basketball. You would think would be out Christmas shopping here in early December. Instead, the schedule starts early this year.
That's right. The league has expanded. Big East games do begin earlier this year, and both teams face a very tough test here early in the year.
All right, let's take a look at the Connecticut Huskies first. They come into this game, as I said, nationally ranked and arguably with one of the 2 or 3 best players in the country in Ray Allen.
He's truly an All-American. First UConn player ever to score 1,000 points in his first 2 seasons, picking up already this year with great scoring in the Alaska shootout, and he's averaging up over 20 a game so far.
All right, if the Connecticut Huskies are going to make some serious national noise, they're going to need help from the young kids, one of them Ricky Moore.
Well, they've got Daron Sheffer handling the ball a lot, but Ricky Moore, runner-up in Georgia last year as the player of the year, is seeing a lot of action along with Rashamel Jones. Very good with the ball. Coach Calhoun, very excited about his court presence.
Okay, if there is an early season surprise here in the Big East, it's Boston College. They knocked off Louisville the other night, and they have a great player, too, in Danye Abrams.
Terrific win for the BC program early. Louisville ranked 18th for that game, and Danye Abrams is playing excellent basketball for Boston College. The go-to guy for them. Look for him down low to be trying to post up against UConn in this game. They'll play him straight up, probably with Travis Knight early. He knows how to use his body very well. He's one of the great players in the league.
Yeah, he didn't score a point till like 7 minutes into that game against Louisville. Still came up with a 30-point night. And the youngster on the side of Boston College, one of the best names in the country, Scooney Penn.
James Scooney Penn from Salem High School led his team to the state title a year ago. Very good with the basketball. Plays with a lot of confidence and poise. And Jim O'Brien turning to him often. Only 1 turnover in nearly 90 minutes of action. That says a lot for the young freshman.
Okay, and again, this is a kid. Scooney Penn may be a freshman, but talking to Jim Calhoun and others, with the way things are in high school basketball and AAU, this kid's played a lot of basketball, big-time basketball.
A lot of basketball. He comes in very poised, and he's teaming up with Dwayne Woodward and Andy Bedard in the backcourt for BC. They look very good early this year.
Okay, so a Sunday afternoon of Big East basketball is about to come your way. The Huskies and BC starting lineups are next.
Newly enhanced Vortex.
As the Boston College Eagles will have Scooney Penn and Dwayne Woodward in the backcourt. Danye Abrams, Keenan Jordan, and Antonio Granger up front. Obviously a young lineup, not a senior in the bunch there for Jim O'Brien. On the other side, a mix of experience and youth for the Connecticut Huskies. Daron Sheffer at the point, Ray Allen, Travis Knight, Rudy Johnson, and Kirk King, as Jim Calhoun's nationally ranked club will be looking for their 3rd straight Big East regular season title. Can they three-peat? We asked Jim.
No, I would like to three-peat, but it's very difficult. And I think the records of the 32-4 is probably the most significant thing we've done within the conference. But I think the early December games have changed that face of that. I think that the NCAA tournament enlargement, by that I mean simply just the personification of the season being the NCAA tournament, it hasn't diminished what we want to try to do, but nevertheless has made this just another big game.
Another in a series of big games in that man's life. Jim Calhoun, of course, they went to the Great Alaskan Shootout and played very well despite dropping a game to Iowa.
That's right. They had a huge win, Mike, to wrap that up against Indiana by over 30.
You can tell UConn has dominated this series 15 straight, although Boston College is at 2-4 in this building. So if BC is going to play UConn, they would rather do it here than at Gamble, that's for sure. Scooney Penn is out defensively there on Daron Sheffer.
It's like a man-to-man set to start things off. Watch for Ray Allen to be guarded very closely along with Daron Sheffer.
Sheffer tees one up, short arms to 3, and Travis Knight picks up a foul over the back in the rebounding action.
Not surprised to see Jim O'Brien try some different defenses in this game against Ray Allen. as well as Daron Sheffer. Some triangle and two, some box and one to try to take those marquee players, at least limit their shots. There's the pressure by UConn, the 2-2-1. They love to get traps up the sideline. One of the keys in this game for BC, taking care of the ball.
And there was a trap right on the sideline. Nice call, Ron. Rudy Johnson's going to try. Sticks a jump shot.
UConn has been forcing the opposition into 22 turnovers on average so far this year, Mike. A young BC team, got to take care of it, get it to the middle if possible, and try to attack.
Boston College now in their first half-court set. This is Scooney Penn covered outside and a switch by Rudy Johnson. Granger looks inside. Danye Abrams on the blocks. It's blocked by Kirk King. Picked off in the lane by Granger. Jordan in traffic. That was partially blocked. Tipped out of bounds. The officials look at each other. Still Boston College ball.
Well, we have three officials. Jim Calhoun with the look. You sure that wasn't going the other way type of look.
Danye Abrams knocks down a three from the corner.
Stepped right out there and nailed it, Mike.
He sure did. He can do that.
First three of the year.
He's going to play on the next level. That's exactly right. His first attempt, too.
Boy, a leaner, quicker-looking Danye Abrams this year, Mike.
No question. A kid who has always known how to play the game, Danye Abrams.
Like a special defense right now, Mike. It looks like Woodward matched up with Ray Allen. They're matching up top.
Allen misses the three. Nice offensive board by Johnson, but he can't finish. Allen the loose ball. Ray loses it down on the baseline. Hustle play by Granger, and traveling is called. I didn't think he ever had possession myself.
Can dive on the ball. It looked like he got it. Did he have possession before he went down to travel with that thing?
Nearly 2 minutes gone. Boston College by one off the three-point basket by Danye Abrams. Daron Sheffer to inbound. Nice look for King and a better reach in to knock it out of bounds, and King last to touch it. Kirk King, much expected of this kid this year.
I think he's a real key player for UConn. He has had flashes for his, early in his career, but he needs to be more consistent this year.
Abrams in a muscle battle at half court, and he will win most of those.
You got to pick Rudy or Daron on that one. Take your pick, but Danye, tough guy to strip once he gets the ball.
Gave the foul to Rudy Johnson, his first, and the second on the team. Here's Penn coming top of the key. Gives it up quickly to Granger. Kicked out of bounds by Allen. Boston College will get a fresh 35 on the shot clock. Ray Allen comes in averaging 23 a game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Really does it all. He's a wonderful player if you haven't had a chance to see him play.
So versatile, and he's just gotten better and better. He's truly the leader on the team this year, no question about it.
Granger stepped on the baseline.
Those are the kind of mental mistakes that BC really can't afford today. They've got to play mistake-free kind of basketball, make their shots. They've been shooting better than 50%. And another key in this game, well, who can win the battle of the backboards?
Allen finds Sheffer in the corner. It's the second three. He's front rim. Good look underneath King. And we've got a foul before the shot called on Antonio Granger.
Wondering if they're going to give that to him. No, beforehand with the push, huh?
Yeah.
It looked like there might have been a shuffle, too, by King right in there as he tries to get it, but they call the foul on Granger from behind. I thought it could have been a walk, perhaps, before the contact.
A little forearm in the back is what the official saw.
It's a matchup zone right now, 2-3 by BC. They're doing a very good job to pick people up in man-to-man type coverage out of this matchup, and Granger is on Allen right now. Granger is playing Allen man-to-man, and Sheffer is being played by Woodward or Penn up top, and it's really confusing Connecticut right now.
Knight down low and a nice catch.
That's what happens when you try to put some special coverage on people. Other people will get open.
Woodward gets it over to Penn. Penn gets it across half court. Much has been made about Scooney Penn having only 1 turnover in 3 games. This is no doubt the most intense pressure he has faced this year. And foul on Keenan Jordan, setting the screen.
I think so. We see that so often where players just don't set and let the other teammate run their man into the pick. There was some movement on that.
So UConn, for the first time, the ball and the lead at 4-3. I think a lot of folks expected both of these teams offensively to get out of the blocks a little quicker here. Nearly 4 minutes gone in the game. Knight with the turnaround. Rebound taken down by Woodward.
There's the triangle in 2 again. BC playing Jerome and Ray Allen man-to-man.
Granger back rims a 3. Danier Abrams, nice hustle job in the rebound.
And the shield with the body.
Yes.
So good out there position-wise.
Ducks the shoulder. Can't hit the jumper. Strong rebound there by Kirk King. Sheffer the other way with the head up. Inside to Knight. On a cut, King is having a hard time. That was Allen that time. Couldn't handle the pass. Woodward the dish. Danier's got 2.
You know, Woodward this year has quietly been having a very effective season, Mike. Second in the team in scoring.
Huskies trying to push it hard up the court. We're going to get our first timeout. 15:25 left to go first half. Boston College is right there, up 1. We are back with Boston College up by 1.
Yeah, some nice strip right there by Woodward. He had a streaking Knight to Allen pass. Great job by Danier to give the ball up, get it to your backcourt people. And how about Woodward with the nice drop back pass to the trailer? Good no call there with Daron Sheffer, and Danier with 2 of his 5. He's got all of the Eagle points so far. Good look, though.
Now look at Dwayne Woodward, who had a lot of pressure on him last year as a freshman guard. Now with Scooney Penn and Andy Bedard, who we will see later on in the game. I think the presence of those 2 kids has made Woodward a better player.
Oh, it's helped him a lot. And plus the fact Woodward played so many minutes last year for Jim O'Brien. That helped as well.
Scooney Penn comes up shooting, can't make it. Rebound tipped. Nice hustle by Keenan Jordan, and he's able to save it to Woodward.
Great effort. Keenan Jordan does a little bit of everything for this Eagle team, leading them in rebounding.
BC a little quicker to the ball here early.
Yeah, they're going right after it, banging the backboards, and a quicker lineup on the floor.
Daron Sheffer's going to be called with that hand check. Ricky Moore has come into the game for Connecticut as Jim Calhoun's gone to the bench, and as we pointed out off the top of the show, he goes to freshman when he does. Moore in there now, and Rashmel Jones will be coming in here pretty soon.
I think the chemistry on this BC team, very good early, unselfish. They've got 4 people in double figures and a 5th just under that at 9.7 in Antonio Granger. So a lot of balance, young team, but kind of getting some confidence, particularly off the Louisville win.
There's a travel on Granger as he tried to make the move down the baseline.
Real sign of confidence. We talked about Ricky Moore at the beginning. You know, the offense kind of flat early for UConn, and Jim Calhoun's got Ricky Moore in early because he's good with the ball. Try to make some things happen offensively and let Daron play the 2 guard right now.
Moore and Penn matched up. Those 2 will see a lot of each other over the next 4 years. Sheffer trying to use a little screen outside, leaves it. Allen will take it and make it.
Oh. Boy, talk about stopping on the dime and the quick release. Ray Allen, the 3-point shot, definitely part of his arsenal.
Granger quickly the other way. Baseline. Jordan is rejected down there, but a foul is called. Jim Calhoun can't believe that, as he thought Kirk King had himself a clean block.
Jim over there faking like a flip coin, saying, is it a jump ball or is it a foul? And it's a personal foul clearly on that play. It did look like a lot of ball.
Here comes that other freshman we told you about. Actually, Andrew Kleber is going to get some early minutes here. It's one of the things the Connecticut Huskies have wanted to do all season long is get Kleber minutes. And so he's going to see some early in his first Big East game.
Got to see Kleber this past week against Northeastern. Runs the floor well. Needs to get some upper body strength, but really showed some nice touch in that game around the hoop.
Here's Moore trying to make a move outside on Penn, leaves it baseline. Klaber gives it up to Allen. Allen trying to hide behind a night pick and nearly got picked himself by Jordan. Sheffer, the dish. Klaber's going to take it. That would have done a lot for the kid's confidence.
Not a great shot, though. You'd like to see him, if you're Jim Calhoun, around the hoop.
Bevan Thomas unable to handle the pass, but then able to throw it off Ray Allen out of bounds. Ruslan Inyatkin has checked into the game now, too, for the Huskies. And Eric Haywood will be coming in next whistle.
Good matchup here with Penn and Ricky Moore, two fine freshmen.
Sheffer out on Woodward. Abrams pops out. Can't get the jumper to stay down. Bevan Thomas may have gotten away with one over the back, but it'll be Connecticut ball. Here comes Haywood in. And the other freshman, Rashmel Jones, also will check in.
Freewheeling, substituting by both clubs early in this one, and BC fortunate with the turnovers, Mike, and some of these shots not going down to be in a one-point game here at the Hartford Civic Center.
13 and change to go here first half. UConn the ball and a one-point lead. Allen spins on Penn, takes it in. Floater won't stay down, and there's Danier in traffic with the rebound. Traffic tends to disappear, though, once he gets the rebound. Nice look there, and Thomas gets two. Credit Woodward with the assist.
Terrific look. BC doing an excellent job out of this matchup to limit UConn so far to just one shot.
Allen outside, his second three.
A little quicker that time for UConn, getting the shot before the defense got a chance to set up.
Huskies go back up to Jordan along the baseline, and he draws a foul. Inyatkin is going to pick up his first.
Pace starting to pick up a little bit, and I think in this game we're going to see that. We're going to see some stretches with the quickness out there where both clubs look to push, get some quick finishes, and other times where we've had that half-court type of set where neither team's really executed that well early.
10th season for Jim Calhoun at UConn. Jordan makes the free throw, and the other freshman for Boston College, Andy Bedard, into the game.
He's played well early as well for Boston College. Played last year at Maine Central, averaged 16 a game, and prior to that, he was the player of the year in Maine. So, good-looking young player.
Jordan with his third free throw as we look at Mickey Curley making his first appearance. You put Mickey and Danier out there in the paint, and there's not a lot of room to run around.
Well, Mickey's a big kid. Younger brother of Bill, 6'9", 250. Takes up some space.
Every bit of that 250 too, Ron. Kirk King outside. Allen on a wing, comes up shooting.
Oh, that was the triangle again with Ray Allen in that special coverage, but just jumps up over Dwayne Woodward that time.
Allen now with 8 of the 12. Boston College having a little trouble with the pressure. They get it over to Danier Abrams. Curley on the baseline, well short. Here comes Ricky Moore on the break. Moore, a little crossover, gets the handle to Jones. Jones is going to take it. And the foul is going to be on Eric Haywood. Connecticut crowd doesn't like the call. We've got a timeout. Connecticut with a 2-point lead at 12-10. And a reminder, knowledgeable insurance agents and fast claim service are only 2 of the many benefits you get with Nationwide Insurance. Nationwide is proud to salute this agent of the game. He's Tony Gambardella of Stratford, Connecticut, for home, auto, business, or life insurance. Nationwide is on your side. The down and out to Bevan Thomas, and he can't really track it down, throws it back. Bedard there, and backcourt violation is called.
Full court pressure by UConn. Home run attempt. I thought Thomas could have gotten to that ball more quickly. By the time he did, just tried to save it and couldn't.
Huskies the ball and a 2-point lead. Hayward, Jones, Moore, Sheffer, and King are on the floor right now for UConn. Inside they go. King, little jump hook won't stay. All BC on the glass. Well, too much BC on the glass as they call for the foul.
Might have been too much Danier. I think I saw Eric Hayward holding his head, so it might have been a flying elbow or body part that caught Eric.
That's first on Danier. Hayward will sit down with the headache. Travis Knight is back in the game. So's Daron Sheffer and Ray Allen.
This matchup's really bothering UConn.
Yes,
in the
it
first
is.
half.
King unable to put it down. Hustles after his own shot, but couldn't control it. Bedard the other way.
Yeah, BC's in good rebounding position, so mostly one shot for UConn each time.
Bedard, the bounce pass to a wide open Woodward. Those are the kind of shots that BC's going to make if they're going to pull the upset here today. Allen, the up quick. King blocked down there, but a foul is going to go on Dwayne Woodward.
UConn does a great job of rebounding, pushing the ball. Daron Sheffer often has that pass, but they love to make that chest pass 3/4 of the court, as we see right here. Look at his head. He's got his head up the whole time. Young players watching. If the head's down, you can't see the open man. He sees him. Kirk King does the rest, running the floor, catching the ball.
A lot of ball there.
Was a lot of ball. Was a lot of ball. A lot of times on the strip, I think you get it just because there's a reach-in involved, even if you get a lot of leather. King looks stronger to me this year, too. He's really filled out. He's quick. He's a great leaper. And again, if he can give UConn that, 8 to 12 point kind of night, half a dozen rebounds, stay out of foul trouble, he's a real key to this team.
UConn with the 14-10 lead. We are just about halfway through this first half.
1-3-1 now. Look for UConn to try to trap. Now they're in a man set. Look for them to try to trap down on Danier.
Danier, triple team, kicks it out. And not a good pass there by Dwayne Woodward, trying to get it back inside to Danier Abrams.
Well, because if it's in the neighborhood, Danier generally reels it in. That one was just way off the mark.
The up quick to Ray Allen. Oh!
NBA, Mike.
NBA is right.
NBA range and NBA period.
UConn with a 10-2 advantage in the points off the turnovers. They lead by 7. The Huskies lighten it up the last couple of minutes and lead it now 17-10. Ray Allen with 11 of those 17. Showing NBA range with the jump shot. He is just so smooth.
He's really improved his range, too. I mean, he's dropping those threes effortlessly. That last one behind the NBA line. And he's got such a quick release. Man-to-man now by the Huskies.
Whenever you play the Huskies, Ron, you can't let them get those spurts. And they're in the middle of one of those right now. And 10-2, the run that they're on. Curley, the miss. The tip won't go. Danier trying to keep it alive. And he does. Last to touch it, Travis Knight.
And to avoid those spurts, you've got to come down and get some baskets to go in for you. BC's been shooting better than 50% coming into this game, struggling so far. And you got to limit turnovers.
Picked off underneath in there by Knight and Allen. Good no call. Sheffer to Allen. Picked off by Bedard underneath.
Curley got a hand on that one. I thought Knight was all over the rebound.
Woodward kicks it out to Bedard. He finds Thomas in the paint. Thomas strong to the bucket. Can't convert, though. Knight missed the initial wave on the first fast break, rather. They skip it to Jones. Oh, good look.
Beautiful pass. Working both sides of the floor that time. Knight with the cut. Jones with the good penetration in the pass. Great bounce pass. BC needs one here.
Badly. Abrams in traffic, and he'll get himself to the free throw line.
He's the guy they're going to go to all year long when they need a basket. Danier in low. Jim Calhoun before the game saying we're going to play Danier straight up and hope that we can at least keep him under control as opposed to doubling up and letting other people get lots of easy baskets. Look at the 4 maroon jerseys there finding the seam. Rashmel Jones and Ray Allen showing us another phase of his game with the two-handed slam.
Foul was on Kirk King, his second. He'll come out of the game as Ruslan Inyatkin checks in. Danier Abrams with that brilliant performance against Louisville the other night to give him those numbers you see on the screen. 20 points in the second half against Louisville. He actually went scoreless the first 12 minutes of that game and then ended up with 30. Not many guys can do that. Knight can't get it to stay. Abrams, another rebound.
One of the impressive parts of that is BC jumped out quickly and got the lead with Danier not scoring, and then he just made it happen for the rest of the game.
Boy, when he puts that shoulder down, it's like 2nd and 4, you know?
That's exactly right.
Allen to Sheffer, and that was not a good pass by Ray, and he knew it.
He was trying to get control of the ball. By the time he bounced it over to Daron, down around his feet.
That's right. If you're catching him off the socks, you're in trouble.
Back to the 2-2-1 here. And BC trying to attack to the middle with Danier. And that is right where you want to get it.
Danier Abrams cleaning house there. Thomas able to roll in two.
Brevin Thomas doing a good job of getting it to the goal. Get to the foul line if you can't get it to go in often.
Knight again missing that jumper top of the key, and he's out of the rebounding action when he takes that.
He's got that range, but that was kind of a quick shot that time before any of his teammates could get near the basket.
Boston College a little bit like a boxer who got tagged. They've cleared their head, and they hit the turnaround there with Curley in the lane.
Yeah, nice run by UConn, but all of a sudden the pace settling in a little bit, and BC's advantage there if they can do that and work it into the paint.
19-15, the Eagles back to within 4. We've got 7:40 to go here, first half. Allen looking inside, finds Knight. Knight turns and gets 2.
Important anytime you're running your offense to get some good outside-in action. Ray Allen dragging the defense out that time to open it up.
Woodward again. That was a good pass inside, and Abrams is able to convert.
It's a tough matchup one-on-one for anyone. That time right over Travis Knight, the 7-footer.
7 of Boston College's 17 belong to Danier Abrams. 21-17. Allen. Oh, wow.
Feel like it's at will, Mike. The last time when he had it and he gave it tonight, I was thinking, well, if he makes his move, he's pretty much unstoppable one-on-one.
Scooney Penn, the good look for Curley. He gets 2 more. That was a nice heady play by Scooney Penn.
BC's got to do more of that, Mike, when they get it to the middle to try to attack, because UConn, once you set in that half court, is really in your face defensively.
Inside, Knight turns, won't stay down, gets it back and gets 2.
Travis Knight just keeps getting better and better. The beauty of that play for him is he never brought the ball down, able to finish.
Knight and Allen beginning to assert themselves a little bit in this game. Abrams in the paint. There are some messages being sent back and forth out here between some of the Huskies and Danier Abrams in particular. Ray Allen picked up that foul, his first. Jim Calhoun making wholesale substitutions here as Danier Abrams waits at the free throw line. Ricky Moore, Antrick Kleber, Eric Haywood, all have come out there now to join Allen.
Danier struggling from the line a bit this particular ball game. 1 for 3, comes in better than 70%. Goes to the line a lot because he takes it to the basket so well. When he put his head down on that one, I said it's either going to be 2 or he's going to get fouled. Got himself to the line.
He'll get a rest with Keenan Jordan in the game. Rudy Johnson has also come back in for the Huskies, so Ray Allen, the only player who remains on the floor from before that free throw. The freshman Kleber gives it to Haywood, top of the key. Allen coming around the screen. Allen, a good dish inside to Johnson, has to kick it back out. And a 3-second violation is called on the Huskies.
Hayward was camped out in there.
Jim Calhoun said if you're going to call it at one end, you got to call it at the other. I think number 24, who's on the bench right now for BC, might be the guy he's thinking about. Turnover number 2 on the year for Scooney Penn.
He let the trap develop, and UConn's got some good size and quickness out there with Rudy Johnson and Ray Allen. Got to get rid of it before the trap gets there.
Ricky Moore in a little trouble with the double team, knocked away by Dwayne Woodward. It'll still be Connecticut ball. 26 on the shot clock. 5:25 left to go here in the first half as Daron Sheffer comes back in for a little stability in that backcourt.
Sheffer and Allen being played in the man set. And you've got your triangle with Dwayne Woodward at the point, Mickey Curley inside. The idea here is to try to make other people do some damage, but Sheffer and Allen pass so well, it's tough to defend.
Sheffer aware of the shot clock, but he came up short. And a foul being called down in that rebounding action on Hayward. It looked like they both had the ball, at least that fan thought so.
Let's check it out. Mickey Curley and Hayward banging away inside. Good job by Curley to get a deflection on this. Okay, a little bit over the back on the call. I thought it could have been easily a jump ball call as well.
No basket,
over
says Gene Bonji. Yep.
Jimmy O'Brien just can't believe it.
Keenan Jordan up strong on the miss.
Tried to hang up there. I thought Jordan did a good job to wait as long as he could. He got in the lane very quickly.
Daniel Abrams has come back in from Boston College.
It's like a 1-3-1 now by BC.
Chef, a quick move on the baseline, and a blocking foul is called down there on Daniel Abrams. That'll be 2.
Boston College foul line number 24, Daniel Abrams, second personal foul, 5th on the team. At the line for Connecticut,
Hayward to the bench, Travis Knight back in. Daron Sheffer will be at the line for a couple.
Really upped his scoring numbers this year. He played in the backcourt in a 2-point guard formation really last year with Kevin Ollie, looking for his offense more. Jim Calhoun wants him to shoot it more. And the 1-2 punch so far has been Daron and Ray Allen so far.
94% free throw shooter. He'll get a touch better. Only problem when you shoot 94% is you got to make 9 out of every 10 just to kind of like stay even.
Right.
That pass nearly picked off by Moore. Allen's on Abrams. Abrams just takes it strong. Can't finish. Knight the rebound. Boston College doing a pretty good job denying the outlet pass after the rebound, which has prevented the Huskies from getting the fast break going. Here's Kleber trying to work. Turnaround jumper. Oh, that wasn't a bad move.
Went to his right on that one, didn't he? The left-hander?
Yep. Woodward dribbles through traffic, finds Abrams. Outside jumper won't go. Allen, the one-handed rebound, takes it up himself. Allen on the break to Kleber. Kleber leans in. Offensive foul is called on the freshman.
Ray Allen, another phase of his game with the basketball. In the ideal world for UConn, they'd have Ricky Moore or Daron Sheffer dishing it to Ray Allen on the wing. Daron Sheffer might have been hit in the face. He's got a towel up to his face.
He was bloodied a bit.
Yep.
See the blood on the chin. And we are going to get a timeout. 3:59 to go first half. It's an 8-point game. A game with 3:59 to play here first half. Mike Gorman along with Ron Perry. The Hartford Civic Center is sold out on a Sunday afternoon. Daron Sheffer on the bench, and looks like he takes the elbow there from Daniel Abrams on the way up.
Always a lot of contact when you're around Danier. That time, Danier had gone into traffic with 3 or 4 white jerseys. And then UConn had gone down the court, and Kleber committed the offensive.
Scooty Penn pulls it back out. He's out there with Granger, Jordan, Abrams, and Woodward. Woodward had the 3, passed it up. Now he's shut off baseline by Jones.
It's really been a defensive first half, half-court oriented game, with the exception of Allen. No one really shooting the ball that well here.
6 on the shot clock for the Eagles. Abrams aware of it, hurls one up there. Rebound taken down by Jordan, and he travels.
I think the shot
they
clock,
called the shot clock, didn't touch the rim. Good call.
Good defense by UConn. I mean, there were just no openings for BC that time. Abrams forced it up to just try to get something on the rim.
UConn came in averaging 92 points a game, BC 89. They're going to have to go some to get anywhere near that this afternoon.
Yeah, it's going to have to open up a little bit. BC playing that packed-in type of defense, matching up, playing some triangle and 2.
Good hustle on the floor by Scooty Penn to come up with the loose ball. Here's Granger, 2-on-2. Oh, the 360 by Antonio.
Oh, that was a pretty move with that spin to the basket.
Eagles hanging around, down 6. Knight inside, turns on Abrams, can't bank it home. Rebound out of bounds is going to come back to Boston College, and a chance to cut it to 4 or less.
Both teams have really looked at their best when they've been able to push it a bit. And Granger, the last time for BC, open floor move worked. See if BC goes right at it again.
Granger finds Penn, and Penn knocks down a 3.
A lot of poise. Stepped up and took it.
First bucket for Scooty. More the other way quickly. That won't stay down. Rebound, Danier Abrams in traffic. Boy, he clears space, doesn't he?
He really does. Scooty Penn, BC's top 3-point shooter, came in with 8, just added to that total.
Boston College a 3 away from a tie game, and Dwayne Woodward with that little double step. There's no ball fake left in college basketball.
Oh.
There isn't, right?
Yeah, you don't get the pivot set and give it that rocker move, as we used to call it, just a quick move, and that time
you made a living with that move.
I needed it. These guys are just a little bit quicker.
28-25, Huskies the ball in the lead, under 2 minutes to go. Kleber got stripped and got it back. Nearly threw it away, and Jordan is called for the foul after Knight went around him. Two on Keenan. Rudy Johnson's going to check back into the game for the Huskies, and Kleber will go out. Jim Calhoun wanted to get minutes for this freshman, and he's been able to do it here in the first half. Howie Dickerman with the encouragement as Kleber goes by. The officials got an illegal screen. I'm not sure on whom.
It was Rudy. I think it was Rudy Johnson on the inbound.
Yep. Curley's going to check back in, and Danier Abrams will sit down. Not a bad move by Jim O'Brien here, down 3, and Abrams with 2 personal fouls doesn't want him to pick up a 3rd here in the final 2 minutes. I think if you told Jim O'Brien coming in today he could go into the half down 3-5 in that neighborhood, he'd say, okay, let's play the second 20.
That's exactly right. BC's really forced this game with Jim O'Brien's matchup and some triangle and 2 into kind of a grinded out half-court game. And it's worked for BC because UConn, other than Ray Allen, has really struggled to find good offense in this half.
Allen with 16 of the 28. Johnson takes down the miss. 28-26, 2-point game. A minute and change, as you can see, to go here first half. A patched up Daron Sheffer with the basketball.
Courtesy of the Danier move to the hoop.
Looks like Danny Werfel in that football game.
There you go.
This way.
Both teams have
Go ahead.
played tough D in this first half, and there's not a lot of openings.
No. 12 seconds on the shot clock, 1:28 on the game clock. Knight, Sheffer. On a cut, Ray Allen.
The thing with Danier and Ray Allen, as he showed there, they really can catch the ball in traffic.
18 first-half points for Ray Allen. Curley comes up short. Jordan got there late trying to tip it, and he's going to be called for his third personal foul. Keenan Jordan, first player in foul trouble in the game, first to 3.
Not really a good foul by Keenan. With 2 fouls, he makes a great effort for the ball. With a minute to go, you don't want to go in at halftime with the third.
He'll get a seat on the bench. Bevan Thomas is going to come back in, and Jim O'Brien is trying to get Danier Abrams back on the floor for an offensive possession here as he tries to go back and forth offensive and defensively substituting. Rashmel Jones also coming back in for the Huskies, and Rudy Johnson will sit down. So it's Knight, Allen, Jones, Sheffer, and Moore out there for Connecticut. Obviously, Sheffer missed too many, as we said. Dwayne Woodward, Danier Abrams, Antonio Granger, Bevan Thomas, and Scooney Penn on the floor for Boston College. Danier rattles one home.
Good substitution by Jim O'Brien to get him back out there for that shot.
11 for Danier Abrams, 2-point game at 30-28. Inside Knight. Knight seems like he could do that all day.
Really does. Allen dragging the defense out. It's a one-on-one on the blocks for Travis Knight.
8 points for Travis Knight, 32-28, 4-point game. Shot clock and game clock are just about in sync, give or take about a half a second. Thomas can't convert. Nice rebound by Ricky Moore, who showed you some of his vertical leap. He's got the best one on the Connecticut team. The layup won't go. Allen's follow won't go.
Oh, boy, explosive leaping ability there by Allen. Ricky Moore let that go, too. I thought it might drop in. That would have been an improbable runner to make. Here he goes. Off balance, leaner. Look at Ray Allen just get up there. There's the foul from Bevan Thomas. Ray Allen hanging on, which you can do for fear. The old legs could come out from under him. Boy, he can get up on that one. Could finish the half with 20.
I was just going to say, looking for that 20-point first half. You know about those guys.
Quietly too, Mike. You know, he's just gotten it out of the flow, hitting the threes, and you know that's the sign of a great scorer when he can do that.
Hasn't done much wrong, if anything, in this first half. 20 for Ray Allen, 6-point Husky lead. BC looking for a shot. Granger takes it, makes a 3. Ricky Moore with the heave. And Boston College has more than held their own. We've played a half at the Hartford Civic Center. UConn a prohibitive favorite in this game, but they only lead by 3 at the break. We're about to begin the second half here in Hartford, Connecticut. As we mentioned off the top, a sellout crowd on hand. Hope you're enjoying a Sunday afternoon of basketball here in the state of Connecticut, as well as our audience elsewhere. Boston College and UConn with 2 first-time players, or big-time players, I want to say, in Abrams and Allen. The edge to Ray Allen at this point. You don't want to get too close to Danier Abrams when he catches the ball.
I mean, he does so many things well, catching it one of them, and he's helping break this pressure this afternoon that UConn's applying. Man-to-man by the Huskies.
Granger's going to tee one up, and Granger ties the game at 34.
Hey, Mike, picking up where he left off at the end of the first half. He ended the first half with a 3 and starts the second half with 1 for the Eagles.
8 points for Antonio Granger. 34 apiece. Allen trying to free himself on the baseline, has to come back out beyond the 3-point line to get it. Goes back inside to King. King over Abrams. Rebound weak side, taken away. Oh, Keenan Jordan just picked up his 4th personal foul.
He got one late in the first half to get number 3. That's a big foul for Boston College because Jordan, a guy that does a lot of everything on the boards and great presence out there for Jim O'Brien. He'll have to sit a while now.
Yeah, it really is an interesting trade Jim O'Brien has to make. Mickey Curley brings some nice things to the table, but he doesn't bring the athleticism, quickness that Jordan brings to help combat the Connecticut pressure. Over the top to Knight. Knight, the bounce pass. King makes it this time, and he'll get to the line.
Nice interior passing that time by UConn. BC's got to put better pressure on the ball. You see Ray Allen just out there, all kinds of looks inside, and Travis Knight gets the double team over to King. That's good big men passing by the Huskies.
Huskies have it back to the three-point lead they had at the half. Just a minute gone here, second half, if you just came in. Scooney Penn gets it across the 10-second line and got bumped by Rudy Johnson as he did.
Danier over there to pat Scooney Penn on the back, and really been watching BC closely early. Very impressed with Scooney, playing about 30 minutes a game for BC. He was highly touted out of high school, Salem High School, MVP of the Boston Shootout a year ago, and he's really lived up to that billing early this year.
Ricky Moore back into the game for Connecticut. He will come out number 21 and cover Scooney Penn. Woodward gives it up to Abrams. Woodward, nice little crossover dribble, throws it up and doesn't catch any iron at all. Lead pass, Kirk King, good catch. Unable to finish, but he'll get to the free throw line as Penn and Curley got him from behind.
Speaking of athleticism, how about Kirk King out in front of the pack on that one?
I give that to Mickey Curley, his first. We mentioned the trade-off for Jim O'Brien. Keenan Jordan a lot quicker.
Exactly. Kirk King just runs away and almost could have taken your pick. Mickey with the tougher foul over the back on that one. Good job by King.
Kirk King has come out with a purpose here in the second half.
Say the more a game opens up, the more that Kirk can really utilize his speed and get out there and run like that.
He has all 5 of the Husky points in the first minute and a half. Abrams gets it on a wing. Penn's going to take it and make it.
Again, exactly the way you want to break that pressure. It's 2-2-1 pressure by UConn. Get it to the middle and then flare it to the wing.
Second 3 of the game for Scooney Penn. Inside to King. Skip pass to Sheffer. Sheffer into the paint. Nice look. King again.
Boy, he's really on fire. And Jerome Sheffer not looking much for his offense, but a terrific pass that time.
Abrams watched Curley go through. Woodward comes along the baseline. Abrams wants the ball again down in the blocks, down to 10 on the shot clock.
Got to look to penetrate.
Penn gets a screen from Abrams. Penn unable to make the shot. Sheffer the rebound. He's got the head up again as Connecticut looks to run. Sheffer the kick. Moore fakes it. Moore's going to take it.
Oh, boy, that was under control, wasn't it? Nice job by Sheffer, and then Ricky Moore has a 15-footer, gets himself a 10-footer.
Granger into the paint, kind of hangs there, gets his own miss for 2.
Boston College basketball.
We've had Antonio other games, Mike, last year where we really liked his physical abilities, and he looks even better with more minutes.
Granger defensively out on Allen right now.
Man-to-man set by the Eagles.
The pace of the second half a little more like we expected the pace of the first half. Knight off the King miss.
Oh, the crowd reacting to the Danier contact. Well, the shots are going down now more quickly. Both teams shooting it better, and the pace as such getting a little bit faster out there.
Allen spins into the lane. Turnaround jumper won't go. Knight keeps it alive, but it's pulled down by Granger. Outlet to Penn. BC's got numbers here. Penn the bounce pass. Oh, nice play. Ricky Moore. Here comes Ray Allen. Allen, the dish, Moore. Back to King, into Allen.
Very well done by Connecticut. They didn't like what they had at first. Swing the ball and get the good one. Get the easy one for Ray.
Hey, Ricky Moore shows remarkable poise for a freshman. Great block down there by Kirk King. Here comes Sheffer. Sheffer. Out of bounds. Allen last to touch it. We're going to get a timeout. 15:43 to go in the game. Huskies by 6. Connecticut's 3-point halftime lead has gone to 6 at 45-39. 15:40 to go.
Scooney Penn with the ball. Watch this swing right here. Oh, nice play defensively by Ricky Moore. There was a rejection by Kirk King, and suddenly some more breaking action. Ricky Moore at the other end now after the fine defensive play. The swing to King. You hear coaches say swing the ball. Ray Allen with the layup. If you do that and reverse it, you can really get some easy baskets.
Jim Calhoun thinks that Ricky Moore is going to be a very special player. He says he just needs mileage. Connecticut is up their shooting percentage to 50% here in the second half.
He's getting that mileage early with better than 20 minutes a game so far. I think he just committed a foul.
Yes,
too.
he did. His first. Ricky from Augusta, Georgia. Connecticut, as much or more than any other Big East team, really recruits the entire country. Travis Knight from Sandy, Utah, sits down. King tips it away, picked off. Nice play by Allen behind the back to pass to Sheffer. Ray's going to take it. Rebound Woodward. Scooney Penn nearly ran by it, but now the Eagles come back trailing by 6 as we're about to go into 15 minutes to go in the game.
Despite that run by UConn, BC, right in striking distance here, just down 6.
Eric Haywood called over the back.
It's the kind of game, Mike, where the longer that BC can hang around against Jim Calhoun's team, anything can happen down the stretch.
It's a 2-possession game right now, 45-39, and they got the ball. Denier comes up short. Rebound to King all alone in the lane.
King is a man possessed here in the second half.
King. Oh,
that's a shot.
That's a shot is right, Kirk. You got to take those 8-footers, buddy.
Did the right thing. He took it right in there. Everything but releasing it up to the basket.
Scooney Penn pops out. He's going to take it. Rebound off the floor to Ray Allen. Here's Moore. Moore puts his head down with the dribble and got bumped as he made his move. Second foul on Dwayne Woodward. 14 fouls on Boston College here in the second half. 3 on the Huskies. Sheffer gets a little screen from Knight. Kicks it out to Moore. Moore drives baseline. The dish for King. Missed with the left hand. It'll stay Connecticut ball on the alternating possession.
It was a tremendous dish by Ricky Moore that time. A little aggressive on that tie-up. Travis Knight. See on top of Denier there? Oh, there's Denier right there, yeah.
Like Mickey Curley said something. Denier might have been the peacemaker there.
I think he was.
Not a role he is used to assuming.
Settling things down.
Skip pass.
Whoa.
Sheffer can go into the backcourt to get it, as he obviously did, and that's partially blocked by Woodward. Loose underneath. Denier Abrams out of the pack with the dribble. Pass picked off by Ricky Moore, stolen back by Woodward. Granger is going to take a jump hook. Tapped up nicely by Curley.
Oh boy, great effort by BC to keep possession and then get the finish.
Hurley with the left-handed tip makes it a 4-point game. Hurley nearly picked that pass off. Here's Ray Allen. The jump stop back out to Moore. Moore stripped as he tried to go through. Scooney Penn comes up with the loose ball. BC can get to 2 or less. Penn, Granger, got it.
Oh, nice fast break there. Controlled. Granger's been very accurate from three-point land today.
13 for Antonio Granger. 22nd timeout signaled by Jim Calhoun. 13:09 to go in what is a 1-point game, 45-44.
Confident BC team coming in off the Louisville win, and they're just playing very well together. Nice strip by Scooney Penn. Good matchup with Moore and Penn. Then he runs the break very nicely, gets it down around top of the key. And there's Granger again. Scooney Penn does it again. There you can see the head is up, trying to see what will open up. And it's Granger for another tray.
Today's Big East Conference game is copyrighted telecast of Creative Sports Incorporated. Any use, rebroadcast, or other transmission of any or all of this game without the express prior written consent of Creative Sports is prohibited. The crowd here in Hartford getting a little bit antsy as their Huskies lead only by 1 as we go under 13 minutes to go in the game. Connecticut coming in 9th in the country. Boston College undefeated at 3-0, fresh off a win over nationally ranked Louisville on Thursday night. And they popped Louisville. They didn't just beat them, they popped them. Rebound taken down by Granger. Boston College can get a lead. Abrams pops out.
Thought about it.
Takes the floater, blocks, tips, loose ball back to Granger. .13 on the shot clock. Woodward shut off baseline, throws it back out to Abrams. He's aware of the shot clock. Front rims a 3. Sheffer the rebound.
Well, Danier was flat with that one.
Ricky Moore takes it strong. Blocking foul is called, and Moore will get to the free throw line. On Granger, that'll be his second. Andy Bedard is going to check back into the game for Boston College. Wayne Woodward will get a rest.
All freshman backcourt with Bedard and Penn.
And the freshman for UConn at the free throw line. Boy, he has been one poised player here today in his first Big East game. Has yet to make a free throw this year.
That's why I threw the wing.
Jim Calhoun really high on Ricky Moore. He gets nothing but iron on both of those shots, but really likes his overall court sense and awareness out there.
Missed the front end of a one-on-one in that Iowa game that was very costly up in Alaska. Abrams kicks it out to Penn. Penn for 3. Granger, the nice play. Picked off. And a reach-in foul on Roshmel Jones. Roshmel Jones made a nice play getting a hand on the ball. But then Scooney Penn, showing his quickness, ducked in and got it, and Jones committed the foul.
We've seen on a couple of occasions now BC beating UConn to a couple of these loose balls, where it appears that UConn has got possession.
Jim Calhoun is going to take a timeout. 45-44. Huskies lead it by 1. We have got 11:37 to go in the game. It's a 1-point game here with 11:37 to play. Mike Gorman, Ron Perry out here at the Hartford Civic Center in Hartford, Connecticut. A full house on hand. Sunday afternoons, traditionally NFL football. Not in this state this afternoon. I tell you, the way they support their Huskies, and the nationally ranked Connecticut women are on a little bit later on this afternoon on local television here in Connecticut. So a quiet crowd at the moment, though. Danier blocked down there by Travis Knight, kicked off out of bounds, knocked out by BC. It'll be Husky basketball.
almost midway through the second half of this game, and Danier yet to score for BC, and Ray Allen with just 2 points. Look for Ray Allen to look for his offense a little bit more. That was that triangle again, and no one on Rashmel Jones, and he was hesitant with the ball and threw it away.
Freshman will do that. Jim Calhoun knows that. 45-44 UConn. Abrams kicks it back out to Penn. 20 seconds on the shot clock. We're about to go under 11 to go in the game. Granger's been the man. Rebound by Knight. Knight in the traffic. Gets it to Sheffer. The up quick. Johnson.
BC doubling up on Travis Knight. He finally outletted the ball. Good heads-up passing by the Huskies.
Rudy Johnson, a pretty good spot for his first basket of the second half.
Crowd very involved. Rudy Johnson with the slam. Good heads-up passing.
Johnson comes out of the game. Kirk King comes back in. Bedard goes out, and Dwayne Woodward comes in, and Bevan Thomas will come in, and Antonio Granger will go out for Boston College. Now Boston College has Abrams, Curley, Penn, Thomas, and Woodward on the floor. And Woodward throws it away, trying to get it inbounds. Connecticut did not cover the player making the inbounds pass, and it shook Dwayne Woodward.
Also, the 2 men up, Penn was one of them, didn't really break aggressively for the ball. No one there for Woodward to throw the ball to. Oh, turned it right back over.
That was Woodward who slapped it out of bounds off Rashmel Jones right in front of the Husky bench.
Is Danier now showing himself. Does it all for the Eagles.
Woodward gets it across the 10-second line. The freshman Jones defensively up on him. Abrams turns to face King. BC continues to show great patience on the offensive end. Penn now has to do something with 7 on the shot clock. Gets a screen. Penn partially blocked and slapped out of bounds. 2 on the clock. BC is going to have to put it up in a hurry. Ray Allen there defensively.
Quick recovery. Got to just be a catch and then a shot for BC right now.
Nice hands by the freshman Jones to slap it away because Curley was open in the paint.
UConn really turning up the D. A couple of notches right now.
Danier knows he has to shoot it. A floater is long. 24-second violation, a 35-second violation rather. Here's Sheffer on the break.
They're going to get Penn.
Yes, he is. The official chased him all the way across the court.
Daron's been very quiet offensively in this game. Always playing under control. He's played a good floor game as usual with the passing. He can put some points up. A guy that UConn loves to have at the line. Got a smaller bandage now on his chin.
He really has not looked for his shot at all today.
Comes in averaging over 17 a game. He was up over 20 in Alaska.
His free throw percentage is going in the slammer today, I'll tell you.
Well, he was up over 90, so any miss hurts the average.
UConn, a 4-point lead. Under 10 minutes to go in the game. Mike Orman, Ron Perrier sold out Hartford Civic Center. The first Big East game of the season for both of these teams. UConn looking for a three-peat.
Had back-to-back 16 in 2 seasons, so they have maintained first place control for 34 games now, which is pretty incredible.
Blocked by Sheffer on Bevan. Thomas comes down and stepped out of bounds. Heck of a defensive play by Daron Sheffer.
Nice block. Crowd wants the over the back there on Bevan.
Penn is left wide open. Can't get it to fall. Rebound picked off, though, underneath there by Thomas. Now taken to the other side by Allen. Allen starts to break himself. Allen down to the baseline, able to control it. Skip pass. Jones, tough spot in the corner there, able to clear himself, and now Sheffer will bring some sense to this offensive set.
He's so poised. I mean, that's where Daron Sheffer is invaluable, to settle things down, get the offense in gear.
Got the screen, missed the jump shot. Long rebound comes back to Jones, into King. Bounce pass, Haywood. Foul, Danier Abrams.
No question about it.
Danier very rarely involved in a touch foul.
Good offensive set by Connecticut that time. Sheffer with the good look, the long rebound on the long shot, which happens quite a bit, but some good passing, which we've seen today to the Cutters.
Ray Allen's going to get a break as the freshman Ricky Moore checks in.
It'll be a brief one. Look for Keenan Jordan, Mike, to come back in. I would say probably another minute, minute and a half for BC. He's got the 4 personals.
That was UConn's all-time leader in field goal percentage that just was up there. Not free throw percentage. Field goal percentage.
There you go. Hayward's another kid to be counted on heavily this year, off the boards to come in, really do some damage in there.
That's his first point of the afternoon, makes it a 5-point game at 49-44. BC's gone a while without scoring here.
Yeah, they're really struggling. Connecticut playing very tough man-to-man defense. Danier yet to score here in the second half. He's the guy they really need to get them going.
Haywood defensively is on Abrams right now, and that's a battle of a couple of wide bodies down there in the lane. Granger into the paint, the pull-up.
Granger's a guy, Mike, one-on-one with his athletic ability. He can create his own shot, as he does on that leaner.
15 for the sophomore. And that's going to be a travel on Jones, and that's going to get Ray Allen back into the game quickly.
Connecticut substitution, entering number 34, Ray Allen, replacing Washington.
8:15 left to play here in Hartford. Sheffer awaits Woodward at half court. Curley gives it up to Abrams. Now Granger. A little late in the pass, and there Curley was open. There's the block down low by King. He had a chance to get back into the play. 3 on the shot clock. Granger knows it. Oh, nearly threw it down. And a whistle and a foul, and the foul's going against the Huskies.
Boy, that would have been an unbelievable 3 if Granger got that to go.
7:38 left to go. We'll be back. 7.5 minutes of basketball left here from the Hartford Civic Center. Mike Gorman, Ron Perry, happy you could be with us on a Sunday afternoon as the Connecticut Huskies have had their hands full with Boston College.
Really have. Kirk King has been really in there defensively. Had a career high for himself with 4 blocks today. And Curley that time turns away. He's got to use his body better, but BC hanging around, just down 3.
Considering how poorly they're shooting the ball here, too. 23% shooting unofficially in the second half. And still, it's a 1-possession game at 49-46.
For UConn to go to more and more Allen down the stretch here for some quick baskets.
Curley over the top is going to be called for the foul.
Great opportunity for BC. Abrams seemed almost more concerned with trying to draw a foul on that one than just laying it in, and then Curley just barreled his way down there. I think Abrams is looking for some contact here. He's right there and leans into the defense instead of laying it in. It was Travis Knight.
That's going to put Eric Haywood back to the free throw line. Eric, part of the Louisiana connection on this Connecticut team. He's from Alexandria, and Kirk King is from Baton Rouge. Connecticut, right where you would expect them to be at the free throw line this afternoon. Haywood makes them both. Little breathing room for the Huskies at 5. King getting a rest over there on the Husky bench.
Nice touch, and now a 2-possession game. And anytime you're in a close ball game, got to make those foul shots.
Curley looked inside, decided to take it. Knight might have got a piece of that. Sheffer comes away with it. Derone, the up quick to Ricky Moore. Moore takes it into the paint, back to Sheffer. Knocks down a 3.
Well, you knew sooner or later Derone would be there for UConn, and that's a big 3 right there. A lot of answers on the UConn team.
No question. No question. They push it up to 8. That's their biggest lead here in the second half. Curley skips it in the corner. Woodward, he hasn't looked for his shot at all. Abrams, offensive foul. That's the 4th on Danier Abrams. I think one of the things we'll see as the season goes on, we're going to take a look at the foul as Abrams ducks the shoulder right there. But you correct me if I'm wrong, Ron. One of the things that Jim O'Brien needs as the season to go on is more people other than Danier Abrams and Antonio Granger to look for their shot.
Yeah, Granger's been there tonight. Keenan Jordan, the guy that's been putting some points up. The backcourt's been very quiet, though. They've got to look to score.
Nice double team on the defensive end by the Eagles right there. Granger blocked down low. Curley the follow too hard off the glass. Haywood. Sheffer's got Allen, pulls up, can't make the jumper. Sheffer holding his arm when he got slapped, but no call.
Yep. Not going to convince the refs if they haven't blown the whistle. And here's Jordan. He sat for quite a while here in this second half, since the early part of the second half.
Back in with those 4 personal fouls. No sense in Jim O'Brien saving him anymore. 8-point game, 54-46, under 6 minutes to play.
Yeah, Woodward not looking today. He's just got 1 point. Scooney Penn, both those guys been in double figures. Penn's got 6.
Woodward especially, I mean, he's not looking at the basket at all. Abrams strong, no rebound. And Keenan Jordan, his stay on the court, a brief one.
Well, that happens a lot. You try to get back into the rhythm of the game and you don't. Wrong place, wrong time.
5th personal foul on Keenan Jordan. He sits down with 3 points, all at the free throw line, all in the first half. He came in averaging 9 points and 8 rebounds a game. Bevan Thomas will come back in. Bevan Thomas, a kid who I remember watching him in high school. He was a wonderful high school player. Ron.
Played at Catholic Memorial, and then he went to BU, where he was doing very well in his freshman year, transferred to BC. I mean, he's a kid that can really help BC this year. He's turned into more of an inside paint type of player, baseline type of player, a kid that can step out and shoot it too. We need him to put some points up.
2 blocks also for Travis Knight with those other numbers. His first point of the second half makes it a 9.55-46 lead. And again, Boston College offensive trips starting to become critical for the Eagles. Abrams spins for the hook shot. Rebound taken down by Knight.
Well, Danier just hasn't been able to get it done for BC in the second half. UConn right now, with good execution each time down the floor, can really put this game away, up by 9.
BC with just 15 points in 15 minutes of this second half. Ricky Moore pops out. Moore into the paint. The dish to Haywood, out to Sheffer. Knight's going to take it.
Boy, a lot of answers, as we said. Good rotation, good ball movement. Connecticut's defense, though, I think, has really been the story in this second half. They're just shutting BC down.
Biggest lead of the game belongs to the Huskies at 11, 57-46. UConn has defeated Boston College 15 straight times. That's remarkable.
They're going to call that foul on the floor. Not bonus time yet.
just the second personal foul on Ray Allen and the 6th on the team. There's Danier Abrams gone for the bubble here in the second half.
All around the rim, but can't get it to go down.
Tries a 3 and makes it. The second 3 of his career, no less.
Both today.
Yes.
Give him credit, too. That's senior. That's not even senior. Junior leadership from Danier's standpoint. Not afraid to put the big one up.
14 points on the afternoon for Abrams. Sheffer keeps on going, and he'll get himself to the free throw line. And Danier Abrams may be gone.
I think he is.
So the 6'7" junior and the leader of this Boston College club leaves with 14 points and 9 rebounds.
Good penetration by Daron Sheffer, and Danier unable to really turn and get his body in front with the reach.
Eric Haywood helped that along a little bit.
Yeah, he was kind of pushing him in that general direction.
That was kind of a move that maybe Eric would learn at a Danier Abrams camp, you know, because I've seen Danier do that enough in his career.
And I think when Danier finally did realize that he was right on Daron committing the personal.
Maryland with the 33-24 lead over George Washington. First half action this afternoon. Gary Williams' club looking to bounce back off that loss to UMass. Yes, a tough loss for Maryland as they led most of the game.
Had a chance to tie that one with a 3 at the end of regulation.
59-49, another turnover picked off by Sheffer. Loose ball.
Oh, nice hustle.
Curley going to the court for it. Usually the guy who goes down will get it, and Woodward finally looking for his shot. Makes his first basket of the day. Hits a 3 outside.
Well, BC's playing that man-to-man defense now. Their only chance here is to get a couple of stops and hit those jumpers.
Thomas came on the double team. Ricky Moore takes it in the paint, gives it back to Knight, out to Sheffer. Huskies will reset as they work the clock with 3.5 to go. Sheffer to Knight. Trying to bank it home. Thomas the rebound. The Eagles not out of this. Here comes Penn.
Well, they've got some guys that can shoot threes and hit open jumpers.
Penn takes it into traffic. He'll get to the line. Scooney not shy on that drive.
I'd use the word feelers with Scooney. He gets right in there, along with Ricky Moore, showing us some real bright point guards of the future.
At the line for Boston College, shooting 2, Scooney Penn.
Penn will get a couple at the stripe, a chance to get this back to a 5-point game.
Ladies and gentlemen, now in the Connecticut lineup, number 45, Eric Hayward.
7 points for Scooney. It's a great name.
That's a great name.
Great name. James is his given first name, but he'll take Scooney. 59-54 our score. 3:13 left to go. It's a 5-point game here with 3:13 to go. Looked a couple of moments ago like the Huskies had this one wrapped up, but Boston College, as has been the case all afternoon, just will not go away. There you see the timeout situation. That 2/1 means Jim O'Brien has a 20-second timeout left. Kirk King, Daron Sheffer, Ricky Moore, Ray Allen, and Travis Knight are on the floor right now for Connecticut. Antonio Granger, Bevan Thomas, Mickey Curley, Dwayne Woodward, and Scooney Penn are out there for Boston College.
For UConn right now, work the clock, get it to Ray Allen as much as possible, and get quality shots. BC's got to stop to go down and try to close this gap.
Ricky Moore trying to kick it out, does to Sheffer. Can't make the 3. Big rebound, Travis Knight.
Yep.
And a fresh 35 for the Huskies. That's one of those plays that if you're Jim O'Brien, you just kind of go back to the bench and go, well,
Really
maybe next time.
That's right. It's really a heartbreaker. You've worked hard defensively, and you get the stop, but you've got to get the rebound. Right now, Sheffer, again, doing a great job to just direct traffic and work the clock.
Connecticut able to get it to Allen. The finger roll won't go. Allen tips it. Loose ball picked off in there by Scooney Penn.
job by BC. They got to look for the 2. If the 3's there, take it.
Nice dish by Penn, and Bevan Thomas is going to get to the free throw line. Heads up play by the freshman, Scooney Penn.
21, guys. 21.
Right out there, making it happen for BC, pushing the ball. We talked about him early, saying he plays with a lot of poise and confidence. Good one-handed pass down there.
Right out of the holster with that one.
No question. This is crunch time, too. This is with Danier on the bench as well, so to BC's credit to hang tough right now.
Thomas, a 67% free throw shooter. Looks better than that. It's a one-possession game with a ton of time. 2:05 to play. And Jim Calhoun would like to talk it over. The Connecticut Huskies, with their number 9 ranking on the line, leading this by 3 with 2 minutes and 1 second to play.
Now, right now, I think Jim Calhoun's saying, hey, down to 2 minutes, let's set a play up on the diagram over here. Look for Sheffer to handle the ball, and look for Allen to come off some screening action. Secondary, of course, Sheffer to shoot, or maybe Travis Knight inside. BC, Jim O'Brien say 24 in the shot clock, 1 possession. Let's get a stop right here. Get it to Scooney Penn, push it up the floor, and look for Granger, Bevan Thomas, Woodward for the jumper.
You go down to Rutgers yesterday. You go to overtime with Notre Dame. Georgetown's life and death, down 12, I think it was, with 2 minutes to go. They come back to win in overtime. Here's Connecticut, a prohibitive favorite, at least on paper. Life and death with Boston College. It's looking like it's going to be that kind of year.
Yeah, the word balance comes to mind. In depth, we're talking a lot, as we should be early, about Nova, Georgetown, early in the year. UConn, top 10, first time ever, 3 teams from the Big East. But there's a lot of balance in this league. Some tough places to go and play, like West Virginia, as you mentioned earlier. So
Morgantown will indeed be tough, and Rutgers can be tough. I've done my share of games out of Rutgers.
Yeah.
That place can jump when they get it going.
right now it's UConn, and they've got to execute. Jim Calhoun's gone over the play that he wants. Key is to get the ball inbounds. Don't be surprised to see BC put a little pressure on, but they won't gamble too much. And then look for the ball one way or the other to get into the hands of Ray Allen. It's crunch time.
2 minutes, 1 second to play. No one has left the Hartford Civic Center. The Huskies and their All-American Ray Allen looking to hold on to that #9 ranking in the country, perhaps even move up off some of the upsets that have occurred over the last week or so. Scooney Penn has played brilliantly here. Just solid. Brilliant wouldn't be the right word. Solid definitely would be the word for Scooney Penn this afternoon.
Well, he's really taken the ball, Mike, and done a terrific job for BC out there with Wayne Woodward. Let's see if they get some screening action now for Allen to try to spring him loose.
Allen just pops out on a wing. Now gives it up to Knight. Looked inside at Sheffer. They skip it. Ricky Moore penetrates, kicks it out to Sheffer. Rebound to Ray Allen. Back up. He's short. Rebound. Curley's got it.
Boy, opportunity for BC here. Plenty of time.
Get it ahead to Woodward. He'll take it. Rebound. Let's see over the back. Which way is it going? BC kids are clapping.
I think it might be Ray Allen over the back. Good look for UConn with Sheffer and then with Allen on the rebound. So Jim Calhoun getting some high percentage shots out of that timeout. BC continues to hang right in this one.
All right, Antonio Granger steps to the free throw line. Rebound, Bevan Thomas. Loose ball picked off, though, by Ricky Moore. Moore on the break to Allen. Fakes the three. Allen baseline. Tip no. A second time. Third time no. Loose ball. Ricky Moore back to Sheffer.
What you want. Kick it out and work some clock. Now Connecticut's going to work it down. BC still, this is the final time. They've got to get a stop here. Again, we'll look for Allen. Look for Knight inside. BC really sagging in the lane because they're all thinking about Ray Allen right now. Sheffer's so invaluable here to just keep the poise.
Ricky Moore fakes it, takes it, makes it off the glass.
Oh, big basket, huh? Under control. The freshman.
pushes it up to 2 possessions, 61-56, under a minute. Thomas, Wild with the 3, loose ball. Scooney Penn's got it to Woodward. Thomas, a little gun shy after that last one. On the cut to Woodward, dish for Curley. Gets 2.
Nice execution by BC. Each team with a couple of timeouts left. See if BC will reach quickly here, and they do.
And they get the freshman. That's probably, if Jim O'Brien could have called a timeout, he probably would have said foul Ricky Moore.
Moore, of course, just made the beautiful bank shot, a big basket for UConn. And again, it's important here to continue to make it 2 possessions, so wants to get at least one of these 2. Nice look here by Woodward, and then Curley does what he should do, the up fake, protects.
Good no call by the officials underneath there, too. Allen and Sheffer in this second half, I'm told, only 2 of 15 from the field. Here's the freshman.
Yet to make a free throw today, I should say, as well, coming in 0 for 2. See if he can get this second one to make it a 4-point game.
That's a huge one right here. 27 seconds to go in the game. Youngster taking his time. Rebound to Curley.
See if Jim O'Brien calls a timeout. I think he will. No, he's going to just let it play, see if they can get something in the action. They need a 3 now.
Thomas, Scooney Penn. Penn takes it to the basket, kisses it home.
Got to get a quick reach.
60. Yep, they need a foul quickly. Sheffer, and Penn comes with the cross-body block. And Sheffer will get to the line.
Fantastic shot by Scooney Penn. Still 9 seconds to go, so even if UConn makes both shots, you can still come down and
you got a shot to tie? You bet.
The key here is that he gets this with enough time. That's a beautiful running left-hander.
I was just going to say, that's the offhand.
The 3 would have tied it, but they get 2, and now UConn with Daron Sheffer needing to make these free throws.
Daron 5 of 7 at the line, came in a 90% free throw shooter, 90 plus actually.
Veteran, poise, Daron Sheffer, crucial.
And Jimmy O'Brien wants to use his 22nd timeout. Yes, that's the signal he gave. 9.2 seconds to play, 62-60. 62-60, Connecticut with the lead. Daron Sheffer will be at the free throw line for the second of 2, and then Boston College will have 9.2 seconds, assuming Sheffer makes the free throw, to try to tie the game with a 3 themselves.
2 reasons for that timeout by Jim O'Brien. 1, to try to give Daron a little bit more time to think about the foul shot, but probably more importantly to talk about what you're going to do when you bring it up. Look for Woodward and Penn and Granger from 3-point land.
No doubt.
There's some pressure now by UConn to see if they can rattle BC bringing it up.
Scooney Penn lost the dribble, got it back, gets it to Bevan Thomas. Thomas takes it in for 2. Make it 63-62. Knight throws it.
That'll do it.
That's going to do it, is right.
And BC's got to get the 3-point attempt. Good pressure by UConn. And a good battle by BC and a great win for UConn today.
Bevan Thomas perhaps hoping he could get the foul as he took it to the hoop. But Connecticut too wise for that. They stepped back, gave him the layup. And the streak of UConn, 16 straight now over Boston College. Nice game by Ricky Moore right there, despite missing those free throws. Let's take a look at our forward player of the game this afternoon. And we have chosen off his 20-point first half. We will give that to Ray Allen from the University of Connecticut. Finishes with 22 on the afternoon. 20 of those coming in the first half to go with 12 rebounds and 1 assist. So the Connecticut Huskies have upped their record to 4-1 on the season. And Boston College is now on the losing side for the first time. Their record now at 3-1. Back with some final thoughts in just a minute.
Confidence in UConn from their perspective, they got done what they had to do. A win, Daron Sheffer some clutch free throws down the stretch.
All right, final score again was 63-62. The Connecticut Huskies with the win here this afternoon. They are now 4-1 on the young season. Boston College goes to 3-1.